Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto 6 is easily one of the most anticipated games in the big 2026. Following the first release trailer in 2023, it shattered the whole internet as the trailer gained over 100 million views just a day after its release. The hype is massive, and fans went absolutely crazy, where some even analyzing every rumor, leaks, and even the trailer frame by frame just to get a glimpse of what the game could possibly offer. In the game itself, though, the world is based on Florida, which also includes hints of a more modern version of Vice City, which means sprawling neon-lit streets, crowded beaches, high-rise buildings, and an open world that feels alive just like its predecessor. Similar to Grand Theft Auto 5, it features the inclusion of multiple main protagonists, allowing players to switch between two characters and see the story unfold from different perspectives. This multiple character mechanic isn't just about story, it affects gameplay, choices, and even missions, letting you approach situations in different ways, the same as Grand Theft Auto 5. The Grand Theft Auto series has always been known for its freedom, such as giving players the ability to drive any vehicle, fight however you want, or just completely wander around the world and watch the chaos unfold. And Grand Theft Auto 6 promises to take that to an entirely new level with the power of newer and modern technology. The story, however, is rumored to be dark due to its mature themes, and is supposedly to be more dramatic, making many fans to expect that it will be more cinematic than ever before, as Rockstar has a long history of creating unforgettable characters with memorable dialogues, and a world that makes players feel like they're really living inside the game. The hype online has been insane. Fans are creating maps, predicting storylines, and even analyzing in-game screenshots for any Easter eggs. Today, the game is still in development, but Rockstar has officially scheduled it for late 2026, making it the main centerpiece of this year for all gamers around the world. Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't just a game, it's a cultural phenomenon, and everyone is eagerly waiting to dive into the experience Rockstar Games is going to give. Resident Evil Requiem. Resident Evil Requiem is set to revive the pure survival horror experience that fans fell in love with decades ago. As the 9th mainline entry in the iconic series, players are taken back to Raccoon City, one of the series' most famous locations in terms of lore. Similar to previous games, the game is designed to provide classic survival horror elements, but with modern gameplay mechanics. The game offers two playable characters, each with their own distinct abilities. One character focuses on traditional survival horror gameplay, solving puzzles, sneaking past monsters, and making strategic decisions to survive. The other is more combat-oriented, letting players face enemies head-on with guns and close-quarter combats. This dual-character system changes how players approach each mission in the game. The same as its previous titles, the game's atmosphere is going to be dark and eerie, which is shown through the trailer, and it also introduces new terrifying enemies that are surely going to make players jump. In terms of the lore, fans are especially excited because of how Resident Evil Requiem is rumored to be a conclusion to older storylines rather than continuing its previous games, which created huge excitement that appeals both to longtime fans and to new ones. As of today, Requiem is confirmed to be available for both PC and consoles, and is set for release this February, making it one of the first big horror games of the year. Fans are hyped not just for the scares, but for the experience, the nostalgia, and the thrill of survival, which makes Resident Evil Requiem one of the most anticipated games this year. Marvel's Wolverine. Marvel's Wolverine is one of the most anticipated superhero game ever announced. Developed by Insomniac Games, the studio behind Spider-Man, this is the second most hyped video game of the character Wolverine, as it promises a darker, more mature take on this beloved Marvel character. In this game, players will step into Wolverine's shoes, using his claws and healing powers to fight enemies in a brutal and cinematic fight scenes. But the game isn't just about fighting, it's also about storytelling, as many fans are eager to explore Logan's dark past and his struggles of his former life, making the game the first of its kind, something previous superhero games have rarely given attention to and done in depth. While gameplay footage is still limited, trailers have teased a deep and immersive experience through its dynamic and cinematic combats, along with moments of intense, story-driven drama, suggesting that Marvel's Wolverine will be more than just a button-masher game, but will make players feel tension and connect with the character as well. Additionally, fans are also curious to see how the game will handle Logan's interactions with other X-Men characters, which could expand the lore and add depth to the story as well. As of today, the game is still in development, with its release set this fall of 2026 exclusively on PlayStation 5 consoles, where many fans are still eagerly awaiting for further details. If the game becomes a success, Marvel's Wolverine could set a new standard for superhero games, as these types of games that combine emotional narratives with action-packed gameplays have never been given more attention in today's modern superhero games. 007 First Light. 007 First Light is an entirely fresh take on the James Bond franchise. Unlike other previous games that focused on doing direct established missions, this game explores Bond as a young agent before he earned the famous 007 designation. Fans are excited, as this game promises to offer modern gameplay and technology to an older and iconic franchise. As seen through the trailers, players are expected to experience stealth gameplay, high-speed car chases, and the use of various gadgets, suggesting that it will lead to action sequences that will feel cinematic, all while following Bond's adventures in his early life. It also featured detailed environments and realistic NPC interactions, giving players the feeling of truly being inside the world of espionage. But the main focus of the game is its storyline, as it explores how Bond became an icon in his spy persona, where developers also hinted that choices made by players on how they take on missions could change how the story unfolds, which is a completely new approach to the franchise. As of today, First Light has been officially announced and is set for release this May, as newer trailers have shown direct gameplay and pre-orders are live for both PC and consoles. Fans are hyped not just for the action, but for the storytelling and lore of this iconic character, where others are already comparing it to modern stealth classics, making the expectations very high on its release. Control Resonant. Control Resonant is the upcoming major installment of the critically acclaimed Control series by Remedy Entertainment, known for its bizarre story and environments that are mind-bending, along with the ability to use supernatural powers. In this game, players will control a new character with a different unique ability, with the main objective of reuniting with his sister, similar to the previous game. But unlike the last game, players are finally able to explore the outside world, as it is confirmed to be more like an action RPG game, which will feature a more open world that will encourage exploration and more freedom to the players. Fans are excited, as this game will supposedly provide a different gameplay experience with the new abilities shown. Combat is expected to be similar to the previous game, where you can use and throw any object around your surroundings and make enemies fly, but on this game, it is said to be more physical and more focused on close-quarter combats, which will allow the player to be more strategic and creative on how they approach different enemies. The game also promises an expanded and continuation of the story, and is expected that there will be more hidden lore throughout the new surroundings, staying true to the series' reputation for being mysterious. As of today, the game is confirmed for release both on PC and consoles. The series' combination of its immersive world-building and unique gameplay makes it one of the most anticipated games of the year. Reanimal. Reanimal is shaping up to be one of the most unique and anticipated horror games this 2026. From the creators of Little Nightmares, it follows two siblings who will navigate into a dark, dangerous, and twisted island to save their missing friends, all while encountering a variety of different monsters and solving puzzles. Similar to Little Nightmares 3, it features two playable characters, either playing solo with an AI companion or with another player, which greatly emphasizes that the gameplay is going heavily based on teamwork. As seen in the trailer, the game's atmosphere seems to be dark and haunting, and is paired with great sound design that will make the players feel immersed. It is also said to include a dynamic behavior between the enemies, meaning the monsters may adapt to the player's actions, leading to encounters that may be unpredictable, making the game a scary but great experience to all players. The developers also teased hidden secrets and collectible items throughout the surrounding, which greatly encourages the players to explore and piece together the lore themselves. As of today, Reanimal has officially announced its release date to be this February, and is going to be available both on PC and consoles. Fans are hyped as several gameplay trailers dropped, and is speculated that it could redefine how teamwork horror games could be in the future. Fable. Fable is returning with a full reboot, not a sequel or remake, but is a fresh start to the series, all while bringing the humor and charm that made the series so beloved to many players. As seen in the trailers, players will explore a magical world filled with quests and immersive characters, all while having great freedom in an open world. Developers have also confirmed that the world will be more interactive, where townsfolk will react differently on how the players act, making the world feel more alive. Combat has also been updated to be more fluid and strategic, where players can combine different abilities in creative ways. Many fans are also excited about the possibility of customizing their hero, from appearance to skill and the impact of player choices, as this is one of the most exciting features in the new game that will now meaningfully affect the story and the world, giving each playthrough a unique feel for different players. On top of that, fans are hyped as the original Fable games were known for their humor and memorable characters, where this reboot promises to modernize these elements while keeping the soul of the series intact. As of today, Fable is still in active development, as several trailers have teased the world and gameplay. It is set for release this autumn, both on PC and consoles. The game's combination of humor in an open magical world makes it one of the most anticipated RPGs of the year, which is perfect for players who want to lay back and have fun, all while exploring a magical world. Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert is one of the most ambitious open-world action RPG games to be released this year, as it promises a huge, massive open world with epic battles, all in a living, interactive world. In this game, players can explore towns, villages, and the wilderness, where they can encounter various dangerous creatures, either engaging in combat or mounting into them. Developers also tease the dynamic weather systems and day-night cycles in the game, which can somehow affect gameplay and exploration, but is immersive at the same time. The game also have a stronger focus on gameplay rather than the story, as its combat system requires the player to strategize carefully, which means fluid combos and timing, along with blocking and dodging enemy attacks, which can also depend on how the player customizes the character skills, as the game offers skill trees which can unlock different abilities, making the combat feel personalized for each player. The game is also set to feature large-scale battles between multiple factions, where choices made by the player could potentially influence the political landscape within the game. As of today, Crimson Desert is confirmed for release this coming March, and will be available both on PC and consoles. The vision is massive, and the expectations are high, especially for players who want to play games that feature a huge open world with lots of action.